I'm Dani, and this is Chaotic Bibliophile.
Hello, everyone. I'm Oliver, in case you forgot. And I have Dani here. She's back in the channel. Yay.
Oh,
If you've been following me for a while, you know she's my best friend since high school. And no, before high school,
oh,
what did I
since
say?
we're
Since
babies.
school. Yeah. And she also loves books. And we used to have a podcast. We strive to have podcasts in the future,
Yes, we're
hopefully.
always, yeah, we always want to go that route, but it's, life's hard.
It'll happen when it needs to happen, is how I feel about it. I've invited her back to help me choose my TBR for mashed potato May. Because if there's something we both love, is a reading challenge, a reading project, a TBR, and we also know each other's tastes really well, so I know she will pick what's best for me at this point in time.
We also do listen to books abound together. Like, I mean, not together, but like it's a thing that we both have in common too.
Exactly. We've both been longtime listeners by now. And so, with that, would you want to explain for those few people who, very unlikely, but don't know what Books About is or what mashed potato May is? What is that?
Yeah, sure. So, Books Unbound is this podcast, as I said, of these two best friends talking just about books and like the books that are reading. Very much like ourselves.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people uh, that I know participated in the reading rush way back when, so they might be familiar with Ariel Ireline,
Yes, yeah.
former
So
book
Ariel and
tours.
Raylene, they're kind of
Former book
famous in
tours.
like that sphere. They've done
Yeah.
initiatives before, and Mashed Potato May is this initiative that comes from the mashed potato book concept that they coined and they created in their podcast. Which is a mashed potato book is a book that you're so excited for, you get it, and you're so ready to read because you think you love it. It's like the perfect book for you, but you take too long to read it. And then it may or may not just ruin the experience because you've had this expectation that is so big. Much like mashed potatoes in a roast, which is so funny to us.
Yeah, because we don't, as Chileans, we don't really have the same concept of a roast. But even we've both lived in the UK, you live there currently, you don't have mashed potatoes in the roast. That's not a thing.
No, you have just regular potatoes. I don't know, like,
Yeah, like roast potatoes. Which, to be fair, I do often leave for last because they are my favorite part of the
and I do
roast.
love mashed potatoes too. So that's all fair
Yeah.
point. But yeah, that's a book. That's the mashed potato book. It's a book that you really want to read, and you've been meaning to read for so long that it may ruin the experience. And they decided to do the mashed potato May initiative in the whole of May, so
Yeah.
that you get to read those books.
I mean, May is a good month. It's a transitional month, especially if you are in
Yeah,
the northern hemisphere, you are in spring. But here too, it's good because it's autumn, so it's sort of things
it's
are cozying up. So
yeah
that's also good for reading.
yeah. It's a transition. That's like the good.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also such a gift because you finally get to those books that you really want to read because you think you love them. And so you either love them all and have a great reading month, or maybe you move on from things that were holding you back, let's
That
say.
is so true. Yeah. So, that's such a good point. Because you can get you start reading the book and you realize that you don't like it, so you just get rid of it. It's like it's fine.
Exactly, exactly. So it's spring cleaning in a way as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so instead of you just like choosing my TBR willy-nilly because we've established on this channel that I have way too many unread books, I've curated 7 piles,
Okay.
each with 5 books each. Each pile has a topic, and then you pick based on the sound of it which pile you think I would like I should read, and then I'll offer you the opportunity to switch based on some things that I'm going to introduce.
So I choose the whole pile instead of like one book, just a whole pile.
Yes, you choose a whole pile, and then I'll show you one book from that pile, and then a different book from a different pile, and then you may be able to switch. And after you're finally logged in, I'll show you all the books that are in that pile, just for your and the viewers, um, FYI, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Nice. So the 5 piles are 5-star predictions, new to me author, unread books by favorite authors, books I said I would read right away when I got them, 5 favorite genres. So and those are memoir or biography, modern classic, short story, music writing, and essay collection, 1 chunky book, and 4 skinny books. And then books that when I was going through my shelves, I said to myself, oh, right, that book. I really wanted to read that. I would say the books I said I'd read right away, one is like applies to so many of these books generally, but I think there is certainly some books that I'm like, no, I'm definitely going to read this like right away as soon as I buy them. And that didn't happen. Which one of these do you think I should read?
I can say, like, right now, the new to you authors I don't want.
Okay.
And the ones that the books that you went like that you like remember that you had when you went to your bookshelf, I don't want that either.
Okay.
I'm leaning into either books by favorite authors because I want you to have a good month, and I want you to be, I want it to be very exciting. I want it to be more exciting than challenging, or you know, and the 1 big book and 4 skinny books. Because that's like a good idea.
I feel like it's a good idea too.
Also, how big is the book that we're talking about? I assume like 500 pages or something.
I'm not gonna tell you what book it is just yet. I'm gonna show you the book I'm most excited for in each of those categories. But the the book in that chunky book pile is big. It's a big, big potato.
Oh, okay.
But that's fine. Like I curated the pile. So.
Yeah, of course.
I will say I don't know if I would be able to finish that book in May, but that's okay by me. I'm most excited for in the unread books by Faith authors is The Last of Her Kind by Sigrid Nunez. Wait, here we go. This is basically I own like 3 unread Sigrid Nunez's, which makes no sense because I love her. And I've enjoyed to different degrees, but I've enjoyed every book I read by her.
Yeah.
But this one is the one unread that I think I like the most. It's a campus novel. It's like female friendship, kind of homoerotic, power dynamic sort of vibes. So I am really excited for this book. This is the one that I'm the most excited for.
I do like Sigrid Nunez too. What is that book? My Friend or something like that? A Friend?
Yeah, The Friend.
The Friend.
That's just a masterpiece.
I want to reread it so, but I read it so long ago, and I feel like I didn't take in everything, so I feel like I need to reread it. But yeah, Sigrid Nunez will love.
I need to do a buddy reread then. The one that I'm most excited for, the skinny, 1 chunky for skinny's pile, is Diario de Japón, Japan Journal by María José Ferrada, which is literally what it says on the tin. It's nonfiction, and it's about her being in Japan and studying in Japan, right? Have you read it? Or did you just
No, but
María
I do
José
want to read
Ferrada?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those books that's always there.
I've read her fiction, never her nonfiction, but yeah, I really like her. I think she's a great author, and some of her books are translated into English. I think actually the first one I read by her was because of the BookTube Prize back when it had a translated category. I'll leave the link. It's something about the universe. It has a really different name in English than in Spanish, which is why I never remember.
What is that? Which book is that?
In Spanish it's called like Kramp, like Kramp. It's like a weird name. It's about this like little girl, and her father is a door-to-door salesman. He's a bit of a deadbeat dad, but she still like loves it. She writes a lot about like childhood, and she loves like children's literature. Her academic work is on children's lit, a lot of it anyways.
Is she the one that wrote the Billboard one, the big
Yeah.
book? Yeah.
That one's not translated to English, but yeah, the man in the billboard. Also great story if you guys read in Spanish. I'll leave all the titles down below. Those are the two books I'm like each the ones that I'm most excited of their piles.
Okay. Okay. What do you want me to do now?
You need to choose the pile.
Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. I think because you are in Chile as well, I want you to
Mm,
read in Spanish.
yeah.
So I want you to read the Japan
Okay.
one.
So you're picking the four skinnies, one
Well,
chunky.
I just want to know the big one. Which one is it? I don't know.
I don't know why when I was crafting this pile, I had a feeling you would choose that one. I don't know why. I was
Well,
like,
also, I'm not gonna lie. I am in like a big book vibe right now because I'm reading 2666 still, fourth month. Fourth month I'm
I
reading.
mean, I
It's just
understand
that
because after the first half, it just gets diminishing returns. So
honestly, I'm still in the crime section, the crime part. I literally, it's so hard, but I'm still powering through. But I'm also reading Emmanuel Carrera's Kingdom,
okay.
um, and that is around 500 pages. So I'm like, that's the vibe that
Oh.
I'm going with.
Yeah, with those, I saw Dani posted. I'll share it on my screen, and I'll obviously link your bookstagram down below. But like, you share that book, and because this is a series that has a standard format, it's just really hard to tell. I couldn't tell it was a chunky book just from the picture that you took.
I know it is quite chunky. Because it's not. It talks about the Bible. It tells the story of the Bible. So it's like I'm not saying it's like the Bible, but it's it's
Yeah,
mostly like the Bible stories.
I understand. I understand. Um, okay, so you said you wanted me to read in English, in Spanish, and actually you did pick the right pile for that because out of five, this has three books in Spanish. Two of them originally in Spanish. So one of them, obviously, I'll show it again, is Diario de Japón or Japan Journals or Japan Diaries by María José Ferrada. Then the other one is also by a Chilean author, and that is Después de la Luz or After Light by Benjamin Labatut. I actually don't know because he's of Dutch descent. I think he's from the
I
Netherlands.
think so. Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of his earlier books. I don't know if it's translated into English. I'll look it up, and if it is, I will again name that edition down below. But yeah, this is one of his first books, and his whole deal is nonfiction that I mean, sorry, fiction that sort of crosses into nonfiction. That he likes science a lot and like philosophy a lot, and it's very one of those sort of thinky books where there's not much going on other than reflecting upon themes. And the other book in Spanish is Who Killed My Father by Édouard Louis. He wrote The End of Eddie. I don't know if you've read
I've
that
read
book.
his newest one in English. Monique Escapes. It was good. It was good. It wasn't what I was expecting, but it was good.
Well, his early books are all about masculinity and queerness and his relationship with his father because he's like from working class France. Like I really enjoyed The End of Eddie. This was one that I did by being like, "Oh, I'm gonna read this right away." I did not. It's also so short. It's also so short.
I assume that's gonna be about his dad, of course. Uh, well, Monique Escapes is about his mom, so that's yeah.
Yeah, in The End of Eddie, which is more of like about himself, but like both of them feature, I guess, as important characters. So yeah, that's really interesting. Then I have a play which I am pleased to um read because there was a time where I read a lot of, well, not a lot, but like at least 5 to 10 plays a year, and now I haven't read them in a while. Like last year I read none, so I think I need to step up. Dancing at Lugnasa by Brian Friel. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not how you pronounce the place name, so I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm gonna look it up by the time I finish reading it when I wrap this up. This, I don't remember what it is, but basically, well, I love Irish literature. This is an Irish playwright. But also, I saw translation at the National Theatre many years ago, and it was so good. I actually also got translations, but I've been meaning to read more by him or see more of his plays for a while. And that's another one that I'm like, oh, I love translations. Let me go read something by him, a different one. And did I do it? No. So it's a very mashed potato book. I just hate the font.
Yeah, it's kind of in bold font. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Which is harder to read.
More choosy with books. I'm definitely, if a book is typeset in a way that I feel like I won't want to pick up, I'm like, I'm not reading that. I'm sorry. Which is controversial, maybe, but yeah.
I
Okay,
love
are
that
you
for
ready?
you. I love that for you because I'm the same now. Like I want tiny books, and that's crazy because I'm reading massive books now, not right now. But after this, I'm like, girl, this is it. This is it.
Fair, fair. Well, for me, it's like if I really want to read a book, but I think the physical copy is just terrible, I might go to the audiobook or just an e-copy that you can tinker with it, because I just need to accept that if I don't like the typesetting of a book, I'm just less likely to read it. And
I've been using my Kindle. I've been using my Kindle so much more now because of that. Because I'm like, it's so portable, and I would love to carry the big copy, but like it's so like, yeah, I'm not gonna read it if I don't do it like this.
are you ready to know what the chunky book is?
Yeah.
Les Miserables.
Ah! Oh my god. Okay.
This is translated from the French, this edition, by Julie Rose, and it's a new translation by Julie Rose. I mean, new from 2008, which is kind of new for like such a classic. And then introduction by Adam Gopnik, who is a critic that I do admire. So I mean, I've been meaning to read Les Miserables for a long time, and you know how a lot of people say they like the story, but they don't like the little essays in between.
Yeah.
I just love the little essays. I just love uh the idea. I mean, I haven't read them yet, but I love the idea of like this epic story just cut with like it's almost like Anna Karenina in a way where it's like people can take or leave um Lev's speeches about the reform and all of that. I love those bits. I love when an old-timey book or even books now, if they are good, it's like goes on a screech. I really love this. So yeah, I'm really excited. I will be honest, I am reading Crime and Punishment for book club, so I'll probably pick this up after I've finished that, which means that only I might be reading this only in the second half of the month, which probably means that it'll carry on until June. But that's all right. I'm not mad about it. Just FYI.
I'm gonna be honest as well. I forgot you were reading Crime of Punishment. I don't know if I would have chosen if that.
That's okay. I'm not intimidated by big books. I like them. It's fine. I think it's good to have them as a set TBR as well, because when you have so many books, it's just hard not to feel like, oh, I can read 10 books in the time that I read this one book. But I honestly think I'm gonna love Les Miserables. And if I don't, that's fine. Then I don't need to keep reading it, you know? But you've read it, right?
I've read it and I've liked it. I would like to reread it as well, but again, it's a chunker, so it might take a few years. I did enjoy it. I took my sweet time with it though, in a very similar way to like 2666. But the Miserable, I really do. I really enjoyed it. It's just that I wasn't really used to reading big books, and it was my first kind of proper big book. I feel like after that, I went into like oh my god, Anna Karenina, Crime and Punishment, and stuff like that. But The Miserable was really my first one. I think you will like it personally. I think you will enjoy it. I've heard as well a lot of people being like, yeah, the like kind of the essays in between, they're kind of disorienting and kind of boring. I did like them. I think there were a few that there was no need for it to be there. But if anything, is a breather. I don't know. It's different. I don't know. I'm not. I think that's a book that you have to read not in a rush. You just have to savor it, kind of.
Nice. Well, I'm not in a rush. I'm not gonna do a wrap up of this TBR specifically, just much like my other reading projects. I'm just like doing reading updates where I've been reading them. But that doesn't mean like I haven't been tackling that TBR. People will see. So I'm not really in a rush. If I finish it in June, that's fully fine. But I am enjoying Crime and Punishment, so no regrets there. Um, and that book club is due the first half of May, so that'll be okay. You mentioned you don't have a TBR for Mashed Potato
I
May before
don't.
we started recording. Do you have any plans for Mashed Potato May,
Well,
or
I
are you
do.
just not partaking?
No, I do want to participate in Mashed Potato May. I don't have a set TBR just yet because I'm going to Seville and I'm coming back on the first few days of May. So after that, I want to see how it is. But my big project right now is to read the books that I own, and I feel like Mashed Potato May fits right into that. So that's why I don't have a set TBR.
I will tell you about. I actually have 3 other mashed potato books that I wanna read in May. We'll see how that goes.
Hopefuls, or are these part of a TBR?
There is one that is for. I've been doing this project called the Reading Spa, which is hosted by Carrie and Jen. I'll leave their channels down below so you can check them out. Although if you watch me, I'm sure you know about it already. But basically, it's a very chill sort of tackle your own books readathon or reading project where every month you have a little questionnaire that gets you to a result, a prompt.
I'm so sure you told me about this. I'm so sure you told me about this.
I think I did because you wanted to see the.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle back into that eventually.
It's been fun. I've been doing it every month, and I took the quiz already for May. Feb, I think, was a bit more of a, oh, I don't know what the true answer of this might be. But this one was like unequivocally, I need to read a sci-fi or horror book or fantasy book, something like this. I ended up choosing Acceptance by Jeff Vandermeer. It's high time I finish the trilogy. Well, now it's at a trilogy, but I don't own the 4th book, so that's a non-starter. I read Authority, which is the second one, earlier this year, and I really, really loved it. And I've heard that this totally lives up to, at the time, having been the conclusion of a trilogy. The other 2s are from my Mr. B's video, so people already will have seen them, and I'm gonna link that video down below in case you want to check it out. Another example of this is a TBR that I said that was very specific, but I've been like tackling as it goes, and I won't make like one wrap-up video for it. By the way, I'm so close to getting bingo. I'm really close to getting like one line of bingo. I'm really excited. But I've been not choosing the books based on that at all because I want to complete the whole board anyways. The Twilight Zone by Nona Fernandez.
I love Nona.
So weird because I read a lot of her like more obscure books, but I have not read arguably her most famous one. The definition of a mashed potato book. It's like, oh, I want to read it when it's going to be the perfect time. I have my full attention on it. I know I'm gonna love it, so I don't want to like be reading a lot of other stuff so it just I keep delaying it. So it's the definition of a mashed potato book, and I need to read it. And similarly, I also want to try and read Priest Daddy by Patricia Lockwood. This is slightly less of a priority, but I just want to have it closer to like when I need, especially like a light lying down book, a book that I can just like read in bed and stuff.
What is it about?
So this is a memoir about her growing up with a father who's a priest, and I'm really excited. And people have said I'm gonna love it. So I forgot to say this as well, but like all of these piles will help me in my other challenges. Like this is just a TBR for an event. I will use these books to complete my yearly challenges, basically. Thank you for helping me pick. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Regardless of the result, whether I do love the books or not, it's gonna be fun.
Which hopefully you do.
I have high hopes.
Hopefully the potatoes are hot. What do you want?
Well, you don't want them piping hot. They're still warm and tasty.
Yeah, warm and tasty. Yes. Hopefully the potatoes are warm and tasty.
All right. See you next time.
Okay.
Sorry, I just suddenly got really paranoid that I wasn't recording again. No, but I am. Don't worry.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, and no, I love you so much, but I just don't remember your favorite authors. I don't think of you like that. I know.
Fine then.
Hopefully the potatoes,
The potatoes.
the potatoes. I'm kind of oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh! This is going in the outtakes.
Jesus Christ.